What's up guys, it's Seatin here, hello and welcome to a PvP commentary video on my level 49 warrior known as Colossus. So this will be pretty much the only pre-level 50 PvP video I do on warriors because I'm 49, you look at the experience bar, almost 50. Now, the thing about warrior is it is just insane. Like, it is so damn good at PvP at the moment, and I have seen so much, well, what I would classify as misinformation spread about warrior specs and stuff, so I'm really looking to clear that up when I get to endgame, because I've like a YouTube like warrior PvP video, and then people have been playing it, and they have just been playing it so damn bad with what I consider inferior LAS sets. So what I'm using on my bar at the moment, I have Savage Strike, I have Rampage, I have Unstoppable Force, which is the break free, I have Power Link, more damage, I have the kick, I have the grapple, I have the big sort of heroic leap which lands in a circle, and also I have Bum Rush, which is just insane. So the heroic leap, I have totally forgotten the name of it, but it is heroic and a leap. I don't know why I keep on calling it WoW terminology, but that one is kind of debatable. You could swap it out for the blind or maybe augmented blades, but I think in terms of actually getting the most out of warrior in PvP, the rest of the LAS is pretty inflexible. I mean, I'd consider, a lot of people aren't using Power Link, but I think the damage just is so good for the burst. There's just no reason not to use it. It's just ridiculously good. I mean, you Power Link, you Rampage, you pop your innate, you Rampage again, boom, everything is dead if you pray to the RNG crit gods. Now, in the battleground that you're watching at the moment, I did 1.2 million, well, you'll be able to see at the end, but I got 21 killing blows, 1 death, which I sneakily edited out because it was just a bit boring, you know, I needed to reduce the video time, and did 1.2 million damage, which is crazy for a level 49 battleground for a class that is not a spell slinger. Now, I'm going to go on to sort of talk about and commentate on the video a bit and tell you what I'm doing and how I'm playing a warrior in the actual battleground. Now, the thing about warriors is, ideally, you don't want to be in the big melee clusterfuck in the middle. You want to be going for their... Well, here's a kind of priority list that I have. So number one, if there is a spell slinger up, which at the moment with the amount of spell slingers there are in the game, there's always a fucking spell slinger up. So you pick a spell slinger, you nuke the shit out of that guy, you want to take him down and then just keep on picking off the spell slingers. If there are no spell slingers, then you want to go into the engineers, because they are also a very, very lethal range class that are highly underplayed and underrated in my opinion. I'd say they are definitely in the top 3 PvP classes. So the top 3 PvP classes I'd say are warrior, slinger, and also engineer DPS at the moment. They just seem to dominate. So you get your spell slingers, you get the engineers, and then you pick off whatever is left. Usually I'll go for like an Esper, or maybe if there's a particular healer that I see that's just kind of like dominating the battleground, I might try and focus on him. But generally, like, healers around this level and in endgame and battlegrounds, unless you've got support from another player actually nuking the healer down, you're not going to have a good time. I mean, even if I did have augmented blades, just killing healers, unless you get that just godly RNG combo bonus, is just not terribly fun, you know. Sometimes, like I'm doing here now, I like to fuck about with the healer a bit, just to make him run. I do need some godlike RNG. I believe I eventually managed to kill this guy, but as you can see, a lot of chasing, and also the double leap that I have, it just allows me so much mobility, so that whatever somebody does, you know, if they use some crazy movement, jump ability, I can pretty much still catch up to anyone. So it means if I'm getting low, I can quickly dash away from the heat of combat, or I can just catch up to people and have no worries about, you know, having periods where I'm being kited around like a little bitch. And for me, that is very, very awesome. Now, in this build, all of my, literally every single ability point I have so far is spec'd into increasing my damaging abilities. So I have Savage Strike, T8, Relentless Strike, T8, those two are fully maxed because they are just ridiculously good. Well, T8 Savage Strike means basically whenever you land a Savage Strike, it has a 20% chance to reduce the cooldown of your next rampage to, well, 0, so instantly resets the cooldown on that. And rampage is kind of like your bread and butter burst damage. You know, you want to have as many rampages as possible. That is the aim of the game. Many rampages equal a lot of damage, a lot of kills, and just insane burst. And the more that you crit in this spec, the harder your crits become. So yeah, that's good. You want to get rampages and just keep on doing those, and that is bada bing bada boom, the circle of life. Pretty damn easy. So everybody is a tad scattered at the moment, looking for the moody masks. This was an extremely well fought match on both sides, actually. I mean, they put up a very good fight in the start and didn't allow us to pick up the moody masks, but as you can see, one of our guys here has snuck into their base and has successfully captured the moody mask and is attempting to take it back to our base. Now I'm trying to get on the players ahead of him while also pulling and snaring the players behind him, just to ensure that they essentially can't catch up with him and CC him, and allow that period of time for other players sort of respawning or running to him to catch up. So that's what I'm trying to do, just picking off people there, quickly get this Esper down, and then a nice little dodge roll. I do fuck up quite a bit, like, I'm not going to regard myself as, like, the best warrior. I still have a lot of skill that I can gain. I can get a lot better at this class, and hopefully on my journey to 1800, within the next sort of week or couple of weeks or so, just the quality of the PvP that I'm playing will just improve drastically, because at the moment I'm just a bit of a fucking brute force glass cannon, but hopefully you're going to see a lot more skill and some good 1v1 fights in upcoming videos across the next, you know, week and a bit maybe. I'm gonna be doing a lot more videos on the warrior, because quite frankly I find it a lot more fun than the spell slinger to actually do videos on, because the spell slinger just looks like a fucking AoE fest of everything all the time. So in some ways it just doesn't feel that good, but I kind of enjoy the warrior because it's just it's very bursty, it's very mobile, I can do a lot of cool shit with it. I personally think the PvP videos look better, so yeah, that's pretty damn cool. So at the moment I am getting absolutely nuked down, and as you can see I'm using my movement abilities to quickly escape the heat of combat, and then I ate up there, but I cut that out because, you know, who wants to watch like 30 seconds of me eating food? So I'm on like the majority health, I charge back in, you know, get this guy down, and then I died shortly after that, so I cut that bit out. GG for the length of the video, and then respawn back in the action, back on this engineer, trying to nuke him down as quickly as possible because engineer's just a bitch. Also the interrupter armor that they do on themselves, and I believe they might have an AoE interrupt armor. I legitimately have no idea of all the tools that certain classes have yet, so I don't know, but whenever I see an engineer, they always tend to be dancing around 1, maybe 2 interrupt armor, so that's why I like to try and get them down as well. So it's a lot of fucking engineers in this Walatiki temple here, so just getting this guy down as well, you know, some heavy deeps going on. It looks like our group's managed to push through the majority of their team, so we're doing quite well here. So let's finish off this engineer, hopefully go straight on the slinger. Slingers go down a lot quicker than engineers, just due to the fact that engineers use high armor. Well, is it heavy? Yes, it's heavy armor, and spell slingers use light armor, which means that spell slingers probably take about anywhere between, I'd probably say it's about 20 to 40% more damage from my attacks, generally speaking, than an engineer would. So that's also another reason why it's better to burst down spell slingers. The only annoying thing about bursting down spell slingers is they do have the void slip. But once a spellslinger uses their void slip, then you have 43 seconds where they will not have a void slip. So as soon as they come out of the void slip, you want to burst them down again, and then hopefully they will have limited tools to escape, apart from gate and flash freeze, both of which are easily counterable with unstoppable force and also the 2 movement abilities that you do have. So I find spellslingers quite easy to kill on my warrior. It's probably because I've been playing a spellslinger so long on my main character, so I know, you know, exactly what they're going to use when, and it makes it very easy to counter. So that's pretty damn cool. So we're just going in their base ganking. I mean, I think the Exiles really kind of let their game down now, or we got a bit more coordinated, but this is just turning into an absolute fucking farm fest at the moment. Let's see if we can get the Slinger down with some heavy DPS. The Stalkers hit insanely hard. The burst on Stalkers is unreal, but literally when you get into their sustained damage a bit more, then they do suck copious amounts of ass. So that guy's running down. Did I decide to chase him or no? I'm going toward the healer here, because I decided, you know, staying around the healer is a very, very good option. So, but, you know, on your raid frames, you can actually have a look and see who the healers are, as they will be under the healer section of the sort of raid composition. So then I use my track master add-on just to locate him using the lovely arrow it draws between me and him. This way I can stay near him and then get healed all the time. So that is pretty damn awesome. So as you can see, I'm taking down this engineer 1v1. In all honesty, it's not the fairest of fights just because I have a spellslinger healer right next to me. I mean, I don't think he heals me throughout this 1v1 at all. But, you know, it is, he still hasn't healed me. He's not done a very good job healing. Ah, finally, a heal. Thank you very much, my friend. That, sort of 20% health heal was insanely invaluable. Okay, so now we're on the score of 3 moody masks, and the Exiles have absolutely no moody masks at all. I think just for shits and giggles, I'm going to take down this Spellslinger. Now, this guy managed to get the damage buff before I could stop him, so I literally go all-out ham. He's going to fire off a couple of assassinates, quickly leap behind him. You just want to keep on staying and moving behind a Spellslinger as well. That's also extremely, extremely valuable. Just because Spellslingers have such a small cone on their attacks. Literally, I believe it's only a 25 to 30 degree angle on the quick draw at its base, so if you can keep on moving behind a Spellslinger, you aren't going to get hit by any of their auto attacks, and their assassinate will be ridiculously hard to land. Now, in regards to charge shot or wild barrage, if they're using them, that's when you kind of want to use your kick to interrupt it. I should have really renamed this video How to Fuck Up Spellslingers, because I believe that's essentially what 50% of the commentary has been about, so yeah, it's pretty good info there. Now, going towards the end, I decide, you know what, I'm not in the mood for a 3v1. I'll probably die. It was a terrible idea, so I'm kiting back to the base. Luckily, one gentleman has picked up a moody mask and is about to cap it, so I'm just keeping an eye on those Exiles there to make sure they didn't get in, and bada bing, bada boom, congratulations, we win. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, I am sorry. Have a wonderful day. Feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel, take care, and you guys have a good one.